9, Episode 3. We're about to begin the episode entitled Mirrors and Smoke. Our Lucari friends have discovered a planet that might hold the key to their original homeworld and what happened to them. We're setting a course for the Gonkara Nebula. It's a long ways away from Starfleet, but because this is an interesting find for our Lucari friends, we got to be there to assist, if at all possible.
I'm reading a group of starships out there. They're armed, shielded, and combat capable. Let's hope they're not hostile as well. As the ranking officer here, I believe you should be the first to initiate contact.
Thank you, Captain. Alright, let's open hailing frequencies comms. No response. Scan the nebula for interference. No response. Hello, Reveska.
Curious. Perhaps they might respond more favorably to a familiar face. May I open a channel?
Please do. It's worth a shot.
Unidentified vessels. This is Captain Kumar K. of the LSS Reskava. I extend cordial greetings in the interest of establishing peaceful contact between us.
No response. Is the Universal Translator still online?
I'm not certain. Wait, they're locking weapons.
Red alert. Fire to the
I
Sable.
don't understand. The Reskava did nothing to provoke this attack.
Using plasma-based weaponry. Small little frigates, but still, they pack a punch.
Alien vessels, this is Prime Minister Tulaman of the Kantari Union. I've ordered our forces to cease hostilities and ask you to do the same.
This is Admiral Dorn of the USS Yellow Springs. Explain yourself, Prime Minister.
There's been a grave misunderstanding. It is customary for us to discuss such grievances in person. Will you accept my invitation to parley?
Yes, indeed. Send us the meeting coordinates. Dorn out.
The Kantari. They survived. Somehow they managed to survive the devastation of Kentar and make it here. Incredible. Historically, Kantari were quick to distrust and attack. It would seem that hasn't changed. We should be cautious. Despite that, I am ready to transport when you are.
Very well. I'll meet you down there. Perhaps the Prime Minister can explain why we were attacked for no good reason. We were offering peaceful delegations. We weren't looking to conquer them. But considering that what Captain Kamarke has told me, the Kantari are known to be distrustful. Hopefully the Prime Minister will be a little bit more understanding. I hope.
The 13th sacred trees of Lucar. The Kantari destroyed one world with their toxic ways, and it seems they're well on their way to destroy another. Unbelievable. This Prime Minister has much to answer for. Where is she, by the way? And why are we meeting on the street?
I'm wondering the same thing myself. Negative, Yellow Springs. It's too far. It's not that far from here. We'll go on foot. Keep us apprised of the situation, though. Dorn out.
That Kantari on the street looks quite ill.
This is awful.
Reading high levels of toxic chemical emissions in the area.
Scan these vents. See what's coming out of them.
They still use unregulated exhaust systems? Unbelievable.
Seems the Kentari have not changed their ways, even after going to a new planet.
How peculiar. The doors here have built-in filtration systems.
Let's check them out, see if they're usable.
What's that machine off to the side? Some sort of miniature store? It's full of breathing aids. People poison the air here and charge others to withstand it.
Now that's very interesting. I don't approve of it, but
Does that
still.
look off to you?
Yeah, let's scan this dripping fluid. Okay, we're gonna have to run right through it.
Enemy targets uncensored.
Because it hit me, it would make me assuming I'm under attack. That's why my drones were activated, but I assure you I'm not under attack.
I've never seen this level of suffering.
Neither have I. It's troubling.
Oh, they pile the refuse in the streets. It's barbaric. There are still heat signatures on this junk. It was placed here recently.
Kill
Why?
Yukari and her alien lackeys.
Enemy targets uncensored.
Only stun them, don't kill them. Well, Captain, what do you think of the situation?
I see hatred for Lucari still burns in the hearts of some Kentari, along with violent xenophobia. Hopefully their leadership is of a more diplomatic nature.
Agreed. Let's keep moving. We gotta get to the Capitol building. The way we're gonna move this debris is by with a bomb. Low yield, of course. Just enough to blow up that barricade.
The Capitol building is a short distance from here.
Be on the lookout. Just because no one's shooting at us right now doesn't mean there aren't any more.
Even here, the poor huddled in misery. What? Another attack?
It's too easy. You knew it had to be something off.
You shouldn't have come here. Now you're gonna die.
Why is it only certain people? We could have been shot as soon as we beamed down. I'm starting to wonder if this reasoning for our minor transporter snafu was just that, a snafu, or if it was deliberate. I wonder if the Prime Minister had anything to do with it.
Let's go inside. The Kentari have some explaining to do.
I agree. I want to know personally if this was a trap. It's into this government building.
Well, this place is a far cry from the smog and squalor we just left, isn't it?
Indeed. Speak to the Prime Minister.
Welcome to New Kentar. I must apologize for the unfortunate incidents that have taken place. You have arrived during a period of social unrest for our people.
Well, that would explain the repeated attacks to us.
I'm afraid so. The decline of our world has split the Kentari into two factions. The reformists, like myself, who wish to gradually change our way of life for the better. And the traditionalists, who cling tightly to the old ways and all of the destruction that comes with them. The Kentari who attacked you were traditionalist soldiers. They see you, and especially the Lucari, as a threat to their existence.
And what exactly danger do we and the Lucari pose to your people?
It's simple. Your kind are well-armed aliens from an advanced culture. To the Trads, you're hostile invaders. And the Lucari, dangerous anarchists from our distant past, long thought exiled, now returned. And more dangerous than ever. The troubling part is they may be right about all of you.
Minister of Defense, such xenophobia is unwarranted.
Minister Pentaro is in charge of planetary security. It's his job to evaluate all potential threats, foreign and domestic. The idea of working with aliens, with Lucari, will be controversial. That said, our situation is deteriorating. I'm willing to open a dialogue with outside parties.
Such a dialogue will be monitored, however, in the interest of planetary security.
Your suspicion is misplaced, Minister. We had nothing to do with all this.
You're not wrong, Captain. And we realize the need to do something about it. The privileged few are safe above the pollution, but they live on borrowed time. Ecosystems across the planet are failing. We can no longer afford to...
Prime Minister, do you think it's prudent to discuss such matters with these outsiders?
What is it, Yellow Springs? Go to Red Alert. We'll do what we can to help.
Curious. One band of aliens arrives with words of peace, while another arrives bearing the swords of war. How convenient. Coincidence? Or a cunning ruse to weaken our defenses and lower our guard?
Minister, the Zenketi are not our allies, as you'll soon see.
I believe you. Our moon is home to our agricultural sites and thousands of Kentari workers. Your help protecting it will be welcomed by my government. The sooner you can begin, the better.
Very well. Yellow Springs, beam up our away team. Let's show the Kentari what it means to be helpful. Maybe they'll begin to trust us a little bit more. I don't like the minister's words. In fact, I'm a little bit suspicious of him. Could it be he's the one that resulted in the faulty information sent to our transporter coordinates? I don't know. I don't want to accuse him right away. Alright, Helm, take us in. All hands battle stations.
Saving their ships might build some trust with the Kentari.
I have a feeling why the Zenketi are here.
Fight well. We're glad you're with us.
At least some Kentari see the benefit of working together. Zenkethi battle cruisers are a little bit tougher than their frigates. Every animal has a weakness. I intend to find it.
Fight on! For the Union! For the Kentari!
I'm reading concentrations of the crystals targeted by the Zenkethi on the Kentari moon, along with numerous Zenkethi life signs and several protomatter signals. We'd better hurry. They may be preparing to detonate more bombs.
I know the Zenkethi had a reason for being here. Alright, head straight towards the moon. We gotta stop them.
Get to the moon and stop those bombs, now!
Full impulse.
I hope your people know how to deal with these bombs, Lukari.
Target the flagship. Throw everything you have at it.
Increase power to weapons! Hit it with everything you've got!
Zenkethi shields are weakest on the front. Watch out for the weapons.
Their shields are weakest in the front. It's going to be difficult for us. We don't have the maneuvering speed or the maneuvering power. I'll try my best. Oops. My mistake, folks. As I suspected, their side shields are just as tough, but like Captain Camarque said, their forward shields are weakest. We can hit them there. High yield torpedo. They're still tough though. Launched out frigates too, which if anything will lead to a distraction, making us focus in on the frigates and not the main dreadnought. Still, anything we can do. See if we can't try to drain their shields. We're coming to a full stop. Well, every single time we get a good shot at their forward section, they move. So although I don't like it, keeping my closing in as far as I can. No matter what I do, I am not punching through their hull plating from the sides. Let's get us some distance.
Our shields can't take more of
Here we
this!
go. A bit farther away, but we give us some room to work with. So we go with it. Unlike those little Kentari frigates, we don't have the maneuvering speed to come around for another pass. But if we get some distance between us and the flagship, we might have a chance. Already down to 43%.
Keep fighting, no matter what!
It's getting there, folks, but it's taking a while. Bear with us. A little too close for comfort here. Our torpedo spread.
We're too late. Running away.
Of course. And they detonate a proton bomb.
We detected some sort of intense energy detonation on the moon. We're reading 0 life signs there. No one. They're all gone. What did they do to us? What has happened?
Prime Minister, it was a proton matter bomb. Unfortunately, it eradicates all organic matter on the surface. I am sorry.
All is not lost, Minister. While we can't bring back the Kentari who were killed, we can help you restore your moon's food production capabilities in short order.
A likely story. For all we know, this is the precursor to invasion. These aliens have destroyed our food and weakened our military, Prime Minister. They mean to conquer us.
That's ridiculous, Minister. We just risked our lives to protect you.
Calm yourself, Pentaro, and remember who is Prime Minister here. Captain Kumarke, I accept your proposal, provided there's full oversight from the Ministry of Defense at every stage of the operation. You'll understand our need for such security measures, I'm sure.
Uh-huh.
I won't let you down, Prime Minister. Have your observation team meet mine on the moon at these coordinates. We'll begin as soon as we're able.
Captain Kumarke will be on Overwatch, just in case the Zenkethi return, which I have a feeling they will. That flagship we had to take on just took almost a lot out of us. Even with the combined firepower of me, those frigates, even the Rescava, it still wasn't enough. Perfect. They returned for a fight. What I said about their Tetrion-based weaponry. I had enough of them shooting at me, my shields would start going down. Initiate emergency power to shields. This is just a frigate. It's not another warship. That should do it for their reinforcements.
The protomatter emitters are in place. The matrix is stable and primed for effect. Let me know when you want me to initiate the restoration procedure.
Make it so, Captain.
Protomatter matrix is stable. We're ready to begin. Initiating primary restoration sequence now.
Something is wrong. Everything just stopped. Why? I don't understand. I checked the settings myself. That moon should be covered with crops by now. I could use some assistance down there. Please join me at the worksite.
Alright, I'll meet you down there. Wait, team, let's go down. Provide Overwatch. Why do I get the feeling that this was an act of sabotage? Call it intuition. I've been a Starfleet officer for a long time. I know where to see in between the lines. And when some things start to make sense and when some things start to seem odd.
Alright, let's begin by configuring the flow regulators at each of the transmission arrays. I'll observe the flow rates while you make the adjustments.
Understood. We'll adjust each of the transmitters. It's 1. 2. 3.
'Curious. Someone made adjustments to the transmitters that could cause a detonation similar to a protomatter bomb. But whoever did it wasn't familiar with Lucari tech. We have safeguards to prevent such a thing, so instead of blowing up, it just didn't work. I hate to say it, but I believe one of the Kentari observers made those adjustments.
Well, we gotta be sure, but... You hear that? Traditionalists.
Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter!
More of them.
Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise.
Ooh, they got flamethrowers. That's fine.
Help!
I'm deploying mines. Go ahead and jump down.
I could use some assistance.
Keep working, Captain. We'll got your back.
Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. I'm taking fire here! Help!
Work quickly, Captain. There bound
They
to
just
be more
don't
of
know
them.
when to quit, do they? Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. Attacking us is unwise. Very unwise. Kentari! Cover me while I secure the protomatter! Oh, protomatter secured. Listen.
Very well, let's finish off these traditionalists.
Those were traditionalists. I suspect one of their operatives was behind the sabotage here as well. I've locked out access to everyone but you and me. We can make things right without any interference once we return to our ships.
Alright, I'll see you back in space. Yellow Springs, beam us up. Now, hopefully, we can get this protomatter thing worked out and restore this moon to what it was originally. It won't bring back the Kentari that died, but it'll bring back all their crops that they lost. And that's a start.
systems are online. We're ready to go. Initiating restoration process now.
Protomatter matrix deployed. Everything's in the green. We did it!
Good work, Captain.
It worked. Our sensors are showing a stable protomatter matrix in the formation of crops at all production sites. We owe you a profound debt of gratitude. Thank you.
Kamarke made this happen. No thanks to the traditionalists.
Their actions have shamed us all, but they will not get away with it, I assure you. Minister Pentaro is looking into it personally. He has sent some ships to escort you back to New Kentar.
We see them. Unfortunately, they're on an attack course.
Alien vessels, surrender or be destroyed! Fire! Force shields failing.
Forced my hand. You and your pathetic Lukari bootlicker. It's time to end this. I will make New Kentar safe once more. Safe from you and the rest of the alien filth in the galaxy.
Stand down before more of your people get hurt, Minister. This is your final warning.
Exile was too good for the Lukari. We should have wiped you out.
Not everyone in the Defense Force is loyal to Pentaro.
I had hoped to resolve this in a peaceful situation. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Well, they're taking us down. Ooh, they took me down. They hit me with a volley of plasma torpedoes. Considering that most of them are frigates and then you got that one massive battleship, it's not surprising they took me down. Luckily, though, we're back in the fight. We got plasma fires going outside the Yellow Springs' hull. Main battleship's disabled.
I've suspected Pentaro was a
Very well. Stand down from red alert.
I've suspected Pentaro was a traditionalist for some time, but I thought he placed the people before his personal beliefs. I was wrong. His madness nearly killed us all. And for what? Pride, hate, and fear. I wish to formally apologize and thank all of you in person. Under the circumstances, we should meet on one of your vessels. The Rescava, if you're agreeable.
Very well. I'll meet you on the Rescava.
This is a momentous occasion. I'm glad you're here to share it with us. Diplomacy is part of a captain's job, as you know. I hope I'm up for the challenge. Welcome to the Rescava, Prime Minister. I look forward to working together.
Thank you, Captain. Most kind of you after all that's happened. We almost lost everything today. Instead, we can begin to build a better future, thanks to you. There will be resistance from people like Pentaro, but we must continue to look ahead. To that end, we hope to work together with you and your allies.
I'm happy to hear it. Kentari and Lucari have lived apart far too long. We've recently begun to explore beyond our world. Perhaps we can do so together.
Perhaps. We've got a lot of work to do before then, however.
Indeed we do.
Well then, let's get started, shall we?
Seems everything was going well to plan. I hoped I shared some insight. Not the first time I've been in a diplomatic situation. I just hope that path is a good one, Captain. Okay, folks, that was episode 3. I'll give you a sneak peek at episode 4 in this ever-interesting season, Brushfire.
Starfleet intelligence has learned that Martok, the former Chancellor of the Klingon Empire, is alive. Quite a revelation. Until now, everyone thought he was killed in a duel with the current Chancellor on Kronos. Martok is being held in a Sona facility in the Briar Patch. Officially, it's a research facility built to study metaphasic radiation. In reality, it's a high-security prison used to hold political prisoners. General Rodek is leading a covert rescue operation in the Briar Patch. Meet with him there, and help him bring Martok home.
Very well, Admiral. Okay, folks, I hope you enjoyed episode 3. I will see you for episode 4. In the meantime, this is Captain Chris Dorn, signing off.